I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera. We're sponsored by The Human Bean in Newport and Lincoln City. And today I'm with one of my dear friends, Jeanette Campagna, and we are talking all things Coastbusters. Hi, Jeanette.
Hello, Kiera.
So, Jeanette, tell us a little overview of what Coastbusters is for those who may not know.
Coastbusters is a 3-mile walk that we raise money every year to provide funds for local breast cancer patients that help their families as well. So it covers all kinds of expenses, including potentially some medical expenses or transportation, utilities, rent, things like that.
And you work with local organizations to help to provide that for cancer patients, right?
So our nonprofit collects the money, all the donations through the walk and other kind of third-party events that we hold throughout the year. And then they are donated in Newport. We donate them to Pink Lemonade Project and also Pacific Communities Health District Foundation. And in Florence, we donate to Oregon Cancer Foundation. And also this year, for the first time, we'll be providing a donation to Friends of Florence, which is a cancer van that provides transportation from Florence to the Valley for cancer treatment.
I love that. Yay. And when are these walks taking place?
This year in Newport, September 26th. It's a Saturday, and it'll be held at Newport High School on the track, and in Florence, October 3rd, so just a week later, at Siuslaw Middle School at their track.
And let's talk about why you do 2 walks.
We started the walk in Newport and in 2021, and we had 2 walks, and we decided to expand. We had a vision at that time that perhaps we could have Coastbusters walks up and down the coast. And so we ventured out to Florence. I also happen to live in Florence. And so we have had 4 walks in Newport and 2 walks now in Florence.
That's wonderful. And let's talk a little bit about how folks get involved with Coastbusters.
Well, there's many ways to get involved with Coastbusters. We have a steering committee, which are lovely. My lovely friend Kiera sits on our steering committee. And
I provide the entertainment and make them laugh.
She does, as well as advertising. We always need volunteers. We love committee members to help with sponsorship, donations, fundraising, all sorts of things to bring the event together, logistics, operations, everything that it takes to put on an event of this size. But you can always go to our website, coastbusterswalk.org, and there's plenty of information there to tell you more about how to volunteer.
And volunteers are really important and absolutely essential for a program like this, right?
This is a 100% volunteer-driven nonprofit organization.
And let's talk a little bit about how it works. Like, so do people sign up ahead of time? Do they show up day of? A little of both?
Well, registration is now open. And we start out with an early bird registration fee of $35, and that will be through August 31st, and then it bumps up to $45 through, probably right before the event, so probably the 3rd week of September. And then we close it so that we have some time to gather all the information and prepare for the day of with registration, with the registration table. And then the day of race day is $65.
Okay. And all of that money raised, again, goes to hope. All that money raised goes to help local patients going through breast cancer treatment.
When we started, Sonia and I started this event in 2021. It was real important to us, very important to us, that any money that we raised would stay local, and we kept our promise.
And you've got some folks that have been with you since the beginning, and
Including you.
myself, yes. She said, "Hey, crazy lady, do you want to come and be our MC?" And I went, "Sure, that'd be fun." And they haven't been able to get rid of me since. But the team members, I want to point out, they do so much. They give a lot of time, and in organizing an event like this, it takes a lot of not just folks, but I'm going to pick on Julia just because, oh my gosh, that woman should wear a cape with a big S on the back of it. So
It's true.
organizing the day of is really important, and she handles the majority of that, right?
She handles all of the operations, all of the logistics. She has it entirely laid out from every minute, from start to finish, and she keeps all of us on task. She's fabulous. She's been with us since day one, like you have, and participated on the committee. And she could not be in a better volunteer position that she's in. She's amazing.
And Jamie, another board member, is also crucial to the organization.
Should point out too that Julia is the secretary on the board, and Jamie Michelle is our vice president of the board. And she has taken on all of the marketing for Coastbusters.
Which is not an easy task because she has to deal with me.
It's not an easy task. We've also transitioned our website into the database that we're using for registration. And that's, quite an undertaking to get all that figured out and dialed in. And Jamie's just done a phenomenal job with making that happen.
And let's talk about the other board members.
Ryan Martinson, who's is also on the board, and she is helping with all of the Run Sign Up is the name of the program that we use, and she's a master at all that technical, she's very tech savvy and helps us on that end. And then Journey Rusi is our treasurer, and she's from TLC, and so she's our newest member. And she's wonderful, and she's taken on the whole finance piece of Coastbusters and figured it out in a minute. And so she's all dialed, and we have already working on our budget for the next fiscal year, and we're now having our 501c3. We're very responsible people here, and gotten our act together, and it's a very solid team.
And do you need sponsors still, or do you have them all set up already?
We do need sponsors. All sponsors are welcome. We do have one title sponsor, and I'm happy to recognize Georgia Pacific as being our title sponsor for the Newport Walk. We're still working on Florence. But yes, and the information about sponsorship is on the website, or they can contact me. I'm the sponsorship guru from the committee. So reach out. We need sponsors.
And it doesn't have to be thousands of dollars. I mean, we'll take your thousands of dollars, don't get me wrong. But it can also be, $100 or a couple $100, right? I mean, anything that you can offer helps, right?
Absolutely. And I quickly add that our sponsorship levels, our title sponsor is $2,500, and then that's the champions level, and then we have $1,000 survivors level, a $500 warriors level, and a $250 supporter level. So multiple benefits, lots of PR, and the $500 level and above, you get your logo on the back of the Coastbusters t-shirt.
Yes,
So
which you also get if you register early, right?
That is included with your registration.
And the day of...
surprise this year about this year's shirt.
Oh, yay, I can't wait.
Wow.
I know I got one when the walk fell on my birthday one year.
Yes.
And they were
birthday.
generous and gave me a happy birthday t-shirt. So that was awesome. So let's talk about the day of the walk. Folks sign up, they start fundraising after signing up, is that right?
We encourage everyone to fundraise. We highly encourage folks to create teams, come up with a fun team name. You can't believe some of the names that we've heard. We do a costume contest or, best attire type of thing because people really dress up. And
with a main theme of pink, right?
Yeah. There's quite a lot of pink on the track, that's for sure. That's for sure. But yes, the whole idea behind the event is fundraising, and this is our one big event, during the year that we do this, and it's September. The walk in Newport kicks off Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is the month of October, and then October 3rd, the Florence Walk, so that they're close together, and while the weather is still great on the coast at that time. Yeah. So, but you can continue fundraising after the event. We close like that part of the books on Coastbusters for the year at the end of October.
So the start of the event starts with a survival lap. You do some special things for survivors, is that right?
We do. So the very first lap of the event are all the survivors, and they will have some special sort of recognition of something that they can wear or display. And that's the first lap of the walk. So that is the official opening of the walk. And
then you said 3 miles, so that's about 12 times
laps
around the track. Are you going to be doing the warm-ups again this year?
Yes, at both walks. Rebecca Sinhuer is going to provide the warm-up in Newport again. She's wonderful.
With Passion, let's give her a plug. Passion Flower Fitness?
Yes, Passion Flower Fitness. And she's amazing. So, and everyone enjoys that. And then Miki down in Florence, who's with Coastal Fitness, is also for the 3rd year. She's doing the warm up for us. She's wonderful as well.
And then you do a little presentation. This year it's going to be a little different. We're doing the presentation prior to the walk.
Yeah, we did that the last walk too. It was kind of a test, a little pilot to see how that would go, and it was much more effective. So we have everybody, as they arrive, are captive. We have them before everyone takes off on the walk. We have them captive in the stands, and yeah, we have a little program and recognize our sponsors and have our recognize special people and our beneficiaries. Folks come and talk, and might have a doc or two that would talk about breast cancer. Yeah.
And then the walk gets underway. But while folks are walking, they have an opportunity to bid on some stuff, right?
Yes, we are collecting items for the silent auction, which is a revenue enhancer of the event. And does very, very well. So I would also put a plug if anyone would like to donate an item or service or experience or trip to Hawaii. We're more than happy to accept that and put that in the silent auction.
All right. And let's give the website one more time. And folks, if you're not going to be here or there's no way that you can participate in the actual event, you can still donate and still do things, right?
Yep, via the website. So coastbusterswalk.org, and there's a donate button.
And then I know it's still a little early. We're still kind of working out details of different events. So I would say just keep listening to the radio, watch the website, and we'll keep you informed on different events that may be coming up.
We do have one event that I know that we would be more than happy to invite folks to join us is the La Di Da Parade in Yachats on the 4th of July. And we have some really fun costumes to wear.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but we contact us and we will hook you up. If you have not been as a spectator at the parade or participated in the parade, this is a one of a kind. It's a blast. We have so much fun. This will be our 3rd year participating in it.
So this year's walk is very special. Jeanette, can you talk a little bit about what makes this year's walk a little more unique?
Our co-founder and one of my dear friends, Sonia Graham, and I founded Coastbusters together in 2021 following our breast cancer journeys. And sadly, Sonia's cancer came back and she passed away in October of 2024, just a few weeks after the Florence walk. And that was a very difficult loss for all of us in our community. And that's why we paused the event for 2025, so we could just take a step back to, not only grieve, but to celebrate our friend. And what we did during that time was file for and obtained our 501c3 nonprofit status. And so that her legacy will live on through Coastbusters. And this year we're more pumped up than ever to make this event successful. And we have named it the Comeback Walk in memory of Sonia Graham.
And
walk is dedicated to her.
And this is especially challenging because not only was Sonia very involved in the community and known and loved by many, but you and Sonia started this because of your journey together.
Right. We were diagnosed back in late 2019 and early 2020, so very close together, and that just brought us together and created this unbreakable bond. And it was also the onset of COVID, so it was a very isolating time as we were going through this, and living in Depot Bay. We both were at the time that we were just two peas in a pod supporting each other through this. And that's when we decided after our treatments that, it was just, we wanted to give back to this wonderful community that supported both of us during not only a difficult time in both mine and Sonia's life, in our lives, but in the nation's life. Everybody was struggling with COVID, and it was just a way that we could bring the community together for a great cause. And so we held that first walk in 2021 at Newport High School and raised $14,000, and we were ecstatic.
And it was going to be a one and done. I remember it was going to be, nope, we're just doing this 1 year.
People came up to us after the event and said, hey, we want to be on the committee next year. And I was like, deer in the headlights. I'm like,
wait, a committee?
And so I'm like, oh, this is going to be a thing. And sure enough, it became a thing. And here we are 6 years later.
And over the course of the 4 years that you've done the walk, you've grown from that $14,000 quite a bit
to nearly $150,000.
Wow. And it's really great because all that money, again, stays local. We hear about organizations and foundations a lot that raise money for different things, but you never really know where that money's going or how it's helping folks. You know where your money's going, and you know how it's helping. And you have lots of community partners that you work with. Willamette Valley Cancer Institute, like you mentioned, the Lemonade Project. Let's give a little bit of information about Lemonade Project for those who are unclear what that is.
Pink Lemonade Project is located in Vancouver, Washington, but they service all of organizations, and it's strictly breast cancer. So they provide just a wealth of resources, financial assistance, support groups, all kinds of special events, workshop conferences. They provide just a variety of, again, resources for people that are navigating their way through this.
And what's important to note is that no one goes through cancer alone. It's not just the person fighting and that emotional toll, but it's the families as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we include that when we say this. The funds are identified for local breast cancer patients and their families. And we truly do believe that no one should face breast cancer alone.
All right, well, we have to cheer this up. So this year's walk, folks can get more information online and sign up. And I want to put out a challenge. I want to put out a challenge to the cities of Lincoln County, the county, sheriff's office, local police stations, local fire stations, chambers of commerce. Please put together a team, raise some funds. If you want some fundraising ideas, contact me. I can help you with that too. And let's make this comeback walk blow off the charts with community support and fundraising. So
we'd love to have everyone join us. It's just it's a fun day, and you don't have to walk. You can come and just enjoy it and cheer everybody on, and just be part of the celebration.
Or if you don't feel comfortable walking the whole 12.
That's why it's a fun.
Yes.
It's a fun walk.
The
fun is fundraising.
Yes. You can just go and be the cheerleader. That's kind of my role there, as the announcer and the cheerleader, and giving high fives as your friends are walking by and supporting them, and hey, what lap are you on? Yay. And lots of organizations are there. There's tables of different information, some from sponsors and some from other folks. And if somebody wants to have a table, they just need to contact you through the website.
Yeah.
And let's give that website one more time.
It's coastbusterswalk.org.
All right. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really, really appreciate getting this information out. So be sure to join us for the walk in Newport or in Florence. It's guaranteed there'll be a lot of fun. Laughter, tears.
And it's a sea of pink. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. And it's always so much fun to see some of the fun costumes that people come up with. It's just a really, really good time. So come and join us and check out the website to make a donation. Again, I'm challenging everybody, form a team. These civic organizations and county organizations, police, get your teams together and see who's going to beat who's going to raise the most.
And you're able to establish your team when you sign up in registration. There's a spot to do that, and then as team members come on board, they can identify which team that they're on. So we really have streamlined the registration process this year to be more accommodating.
And let's do some really super fun fundraising things too. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera. Again, we're sponsored by The Human Being in Newport at 6th Street and Highway 101, and in Lincoln City at the north end of the highway on the west side next to TLC Credit Union. Thanks for joining me. I'm Kiera Morgan.